Yes, we are live. Good morning or good afternoon from California and good evening from Ireland. Wow, it's been a while, like 3, 4 days that I haven't been um, on a go live on this go live challenge, and I miss it so much. I miss all of you. It's nice to be back. It's nice to see you again. So welcome to another edition of our challenge, our Go Live 90 Days Go Live Challenge. We're almost coming to an end. Woo! We have come a long way. We have about 3 more weeks or so to go, and we will come to an end. But that doesn't mean that you won't be seeing us. You'll continue to see us. We will come up with something else that will keep you informed about our business. So today we are going to be discussing um, cultivating an entrepreneurial mindset is the key to success. I'm sure you understand what this is all about. There is a difference between being an entrepreneur, having an entrepreneurial mindset, and having an employee's mindset. So today we are going to be giving you a few. There are so many, uh, you know, entrepreneurial mindsets, but we are going to be giving you just a few because my business partner here is going on vacation. Woo! That is one of you can pack up your bag anytime and move whenever you want. This is one of the benefits of being in this business. Okay, my name is Ifoma, as usual, Ifoma Ifanyezuku. I am a wife and a mom to 3 lovely children. I am originally from Nigeria. I live in the United States with my children and my husband. Like I said, I have missed you so much. The whole of this week, I don't think I have been in the Go Live because I had to take care of some family issues. And so today I am back again. So, what are these? What does it mean to have an entrepreneurial mindset? But first of all, what is the mindset? We all know what entrepreneur is. Who is an entrepreneur? But what is this mindset that we are talking about that one needs to have to be successful as an entrepreneur? Well, mindset is nothing but the belief that you already have set in your mind that make you react to things the way you react or interpret things the way you interpret them. Those habits that are already set in you, those beliefs that you have that are already set, you feel you cannot change, that make you decide, oh, okay, this is this is that, this is this. That is your mindset. Those things are already set in your mind, and they control the way you react, the interpretation you give to things, and all that. So that is what mindset is. So what are these mindsets that entrepreneur needs to have that probably an employee doesn't necessarily need to be successful? One of them is continuous learning. As an entrepreneur, you constantly need to develop yourself, and you do that by learning from those who have been there before you. Either you read their books, or you watch their speeches, or you constantly want to know new things. When you get to improve yourself, develop yourself, improve your knowledge, you expand your knowledge, and that gives you a room to also become more innovative and move your business forward. If you are an entrepreneur and you do not read, you do not learn from others, you are not open to learning new things from people that have been through that journey, there is every likelihood that you cannot succeed. I'll give you an example. Yes, I love reading, but I never used to read anything that had to do with business. Yeah, I love reading love, no romantic novels and stuff like that. But sitting down and listening to somebody's podcast about business or reading books about how to be successful has never been my thing. But as soon as I became an entrepreneur, I opened my mind to that because I knew that was the only way forward for me. There are people who have been through this journey and who have taken time to document their experiences and how you can move forward. And so I opened myself to it and I started reading them. And that broadened my knowledge about how to become what I need or how to be a successful entrepreneur. Another one is risk taking. If you are an entrepreneur, you should be open and you should be prepared to take risk. Risk is a part of business. Unlike an employee, he has no business with taking risk. His is just go to work, do what you're asked to do, go home. At the end of the month, you're paid. But no, for an entrepreneur, it's different. You are the master of your business. You are the boss. The whole box stops on your table. You take the decisions, you bear the consequences, you go down, you go up. So it is for you to prepare yourself as an entrepreneur to be able to take calculated risk. And when you do that, you should be willing to step out also out of your comfort zone. That is part of the risk. If you are one who is afraid of the camera and the business you're into requires you being seen by the people you're trying to woo into your business, and you keep saying, no, I'm afraid of the camera, I don't want to go in front of the camera, then you are not prepared to be successful. Because the people out there need to see you. They don't know you. You only communicate with them through the camera, right? They need to see who is talking to them. They need to see who they are going to be investing in. And so that comfort zone becomes an enemy of success to you if you remain there. That's a risk you have to take. I have to step out of my comfort zone. I have to do what I need to do to be able to be successful. You cannot be an entrepreneur without taking calculated risk. The last one, so I can give my partner time to talk, is that it is very, very absolutely important that you are resilient. What does that mean? It just means that when you hit the brick wall, when challenges come, they will, definitely. When setbacks set in, are you ready to bounce back? Or do you want to fall and remain on the ground? As an entrepreneur that needs to be successful, you should have that inner strength to bounce back. But don't bounce back without learning anything from that setback. So when you fail in something, maybe you have a new innovation or something and you put it out there and it boomerangs, it didn't work as you expected. Do you remain there and say, okay, that's it, I'm done? Or do you sit down and re-examine that innovation, see why it failed, learn something from it, and come back up and continue? As an entrepreneur, it is a must that you should be able to do that. You should be resilient. You should be ready to fight back, whatever it is, whatever challenge it is, whatever setback it is, whatever failure you encounter, you should be able to bounce back. That also is a big difference between you as an entrepreneur who wants to be successful and somebody who is not yet ready to pursue success, and who is also maybe someone else who is an employee. An employee has no business with that. Company fails, it doesn't concern him. He comes to work the next day and he does his work, he pays. It is the owner of the company who sits back and finds out, why did I fail? Why? How can I make it better? And that is the mindset of an entrepreneur. The mindset of an entrepreneur is the fact that you should be able to fight back and not give in to setbacks and failures. So at this point, I will want to hand over to my partner, my business partner and colleague, Vera from Ireland. Vera, over to you.
Thank you so much, Sister Ifoma. That was very, very, informative. Thank you so much. In case you are watching me for the first time, my name is Vera Ubomo, and I am originally from Nigeria. I am a mom of 6 beautiful children, and I'm married, and I live here in Ireland with my family. So until recently, I worked as a healthcare assistant, but right now I'm a student. But my studies is on hold because as an entrepreneur, I really want to, to achieve something in my business. So I had to put my studies, on hold. So right now I am, operating this business, solely, now from the comfort of my home or anywhere life takes me. So thanks so much, Sister Ifoma, for giving me the opportunity to talk about this, topic. This topic is actually very, 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 is an important topic, to discuss as someone who does a business. But then, being like Sister Ifoma has, defined who an entrepreneur is. Being an entrepreneur is something that can, can be born in you, or it's something that you can actually develop, from your life experience, from training, from education, from just, it could just be from, you could be somebody who is curious about something and you decided to go into it, and then you learn about it and you become an entrepreneur. So, but in order to be successful, to be a successful entrepreneur, you need to have this mindset. If you don't have the right mindset to become an entrepreneur, that's why you see people who go into a business and then um one step in, they're out. So I personally would not define such people to be entrepreneurs, because entrepreneurs are people who actually they go in, and then even when they have all the challenges and everything, they stay till the last. An entrepreneur is somebody that would look at an opportunity differently. Like uh I'll give you a quick example there. Like, you have somebody who just may seize an opportunity, and then they go into it, and they just go into it 1 week, 2 weeks, 1 month, 2 months, 1 year, and they don't get what they want from the business, they quit. But entrepreneur will see the end, the possibility of what they will achieve in the end of this, of any opportunity presented, to them. So an entrepreneur, as the sister Ifama has said, is somebody who you have to be resilient, that irrespective of whatever challenges you have, because yes, there's going to be challenges, because that's what builds you. That's what that's where you get your story from. Let's say no event, like no event, no history. Today I was actually listening to the story of one of our founder actually, and then I what fascinated me was his humble background. And then you can imagine somebody with that humble background, he still took it and built a multi-billion dollar business from that. So let's assume this individual, they say there's one that actually struck me. They said about a few years ago they were only just reeling in $1 million, right? But then um COVID hit, and now everything triple. I mean, multipled, to to $1 billion. So you can imagine that, quick, sharp, I will call it, uh, how will I say it now? Yeah, the projection is just something that you couldn't just imagine yourself. So this is why you see a lot of people who are entrepreneurs. You could actually see them this year. They are down there. All right. But they are down there, they are not sleeping. That's what makes the difference. Because they are not sleeping, they are working on their business, they are strategizing, they are doing stuff, trying to come up with different innovations of how they want to what they want to do with their business and how they want to bring their business to the next level. And then you come in this year, they've blown. That is because an entrepreneur, would always have that mindset that I'm going to succeed because what makes the difference between you who is succeeding and sorry, between somebody who is succeeding and you who wants to go into the opportunity, right? Because the truth is, if you are someone who actually just I think an example was given to in that video that I watched today where it says we know that there is good opportunity in sports like football, right? We know that there's good opportunity in boxing, right? We know that there's good opportunity in the digital world, but who is willing to take that challenge? Who is willing to take on that risk? You know, to to get to where they want to be, in that field, because it is not easy, right? But then, as an entrepreneur, they are ready to take on any risk, no matter how difficult it seems. So that is the mindset of an entrepreneur. So if you are somebody who is looking to start, especially these are business here, you have to have that at the back of your mind. And yeah, definitely this business is set up for you to succeed. So if you are there first month, second month, 6 months, 1 year, and you are not succeeding, then re-strategize. Because as I tell you, this business is set up for success. So you will succeed. But you just have to, step back and see what you can actually do different, to give you that success that you need. Don't go in to say to it and say, "Oh God, no, I don't think this one is for me. It's not for me." I have heard that quite a few times, and most of the time I say, "Okay, was this individual an entrepreneur in the first place?" So if you have that mindset that I am here for success, that is the first thing that you have to do. That you are presenting yourself here to become an entrepreneur. You are not coming here to sleep. You are not coming here to um, to just follow the crowd. Because following the crowd and staying on the surface, you might become successful, but the truth is that there is no roots. You are not kind of grounded in a way. So should there be any storm, it will blow you along like the shaft, because you are not grounded somewhere. But if you are somebody who had this mindset, as Sister Ifama has defined it, to say that somebody whose mind is set on it is that success that I have to achieve, is that goal that I have to achieve, then you will have to make those plans, those foundations, build a very deep foundation so that when the time comes, when the wind blows, when somebody else comes to tell you that, oh, come here, there is a I've seen a lot of people do that, there is opportunity this way, come, let's go, and everybody will flood to follow. You are not the type that will leave there because you know where you are already. You know that this business is actually a lifesaver. This business is as they would say, this is it, right? It's the business that you can actually live, for your generations to come. If you actually know the benefit of this business that we are actually talking about here, you would give up. I mean, throughout everything else that you have, and you want build your life on this one, because not only are you going to be building your own business in this through our digital system, but you are also helping your own children, your generation after you, and there's generations after that that will also benefit from this business. So if you have that mindset that, listen, it is not just for me to chop and clean mouth, as we would say in Nigeria, like, but it is for you, to think of those to come after you. It is not just for you to survive. I mean, an employee's mindset is to just survive, right? Let's just get by. But entrepreneur will not take that from anybody. How can I just survive and you just want to exist? just like that, you know. So as an entrepreneur, when you have that, problem solving skills, you have to be a proactive, a leader. You have to have vision. You have to set goals, and those goals you work towards achieving them. When you achieve it, you don't just stop. That's what makes a difference between you as an entrepreneur and somebody who is not. When you set a goal and you reach it, okay, mark it for yourself as something that is done. Set another higher goal. That's what an entrepreneur is. So that is why you will see somebody who is an entrepreneur will never ever fail, no matter what. You will not hear that, oh, this person was and is no longer, what was. But because an entrepreneur is actually, have this mindset to generate what we call wealth and not just money. Money, if you have money, you can actually just, spend it, and it should be, no matter how much it is, you know, you can have $1 billion somewhere and it can go within a twinkle of an eye. But when you build a wealth, when you have wealth, it is something that is internal. It is something that can be passed from generation to generation. So that's what an entrepreneur's, mindset will be. It's not just for them, but it's for people after them. And lastly, I would say an entrepreneur, when it comes to especially our business, is somebody who has this mindset, to help. It's not just about yourself. You want to help other people become like you. You want to help other people, become successful in their own ways. You want to help. You want to help the world. You want to help the planet. And when you have that mindset, I'm telling you, as an entrepreneur, you are set for success. Because especially when it comes to our business model and everything, when you can actually stand and succeed on your own. But I want to assure you that it's like a tree, one tree planted in the forest, right? But if you help other people to be like you, when the wind blows, those people could actually be your kind of protection in a way. Like, might not even get to you when the wind blows, because you have all the trees planted, all, protecting you from left, right, center, front, and back. So an entrepreneur is somebody who is looking to help another person get up to become like them. I'll leave it here, Sister Ifoma, because I didn't know we're actually going to go this far into, because we are just two today, but yeah, we still did. Yeah, thank you
Yeah,
so
it's
much.
it's a very rich topic. We can talk from
It
now
is.
to tomorrow. It's
Yeah.
the mindset of an entrepreneur. It's such an important thing. Like you said, the mindset. There's something you said that I started smiling. That the mindset of an employee is money, to get more money. The mindset of an entrepreneur is to build wealth, and that is so true. The mindset of an employee is, how do I get money and pay my bills? And so that's why we go on take 2 jobs, 3 jobs, 4 jobs, so as to make money. We are driven by the fear of money. Every employee is driven by the fear of money. Oh, if I don't have this money right now, I'm finished. I won't be able to pay my bill. He's not thinking about tomorrow. He's not thinking about his children. He's not thinking about every other person. He's just thinking about himself and his bills. That is the mindset of an employee, which is very different from the mindset of an entrepreneur. Like my sister has said, building wealth, helping other people, doing so many things. It is difficult to see an employee that is a philanthropist. Almost every philanthropist I know are entrepreneurs. That is the mindset of an entrepreneur. So we are going to leave you here with this. Unfortunately, we can't give you more, but I'm sure most of you know that the difference between the mindset of an entrepreneur and an employee. And you know that every entrepreneur needs to have this mindset to be successful in their business. So we are going
Absolutely.
to leave you with this. Like I said, tomorrow is another day. We will bring you a new topic as always. Have a blessed Friday. Yay, it's Friday. We'll see you over the weekend again tomorrow. And God bless you. Thank you so much for listening to
You're
us.
welcome. Bye, everyone.